Hello and welcome to the Swiss Blockchain Hackathon. I'm Ryan Fox, developer advocate here at Algorand, and I cannot wait to get to know each of you and your teammates to see what you will build upon the Algorand blockchain in the coming weeks. I'll be one of your guides, along with my developer relations team colleagues, available on the Discord server to ensure you succeed in turning your ideas into a functioning decentralized application. Please reach me at Ryan R. Fox on Discord, Twitter, and GitHub, and be sure to follow at Algorand on Twitter as well. I'm thrilled you chose to participate in SB Hack 21 and are considering building your solution on Algorand. We only have a few weeks together during SB Hack 21, so I'm here to quickly get you started building on Algorand. I'm going to cover the basics about our Layer 1 protocol features and direct you to the tools and resources you'll need to get your development environment set up and cranking out some decentralized solutions. SBHack 21 offers over 340,000 USD in value for prizes for the best projects in multiple areas. Algorand are offering over 20,000 USD value to the top 4 teams building solutions directly on our protocol. And trust me, you're going to love how easy it is to get started building on Algorand with our developer tooling. For many of you, this will be your first hackathon. I know it can be a bit intimidating at the start. So here's the basic roadmap. Find your teammates, select a challenge, and start hacking. Now let's unpack that final point, start hacking, just a bit. I want to make clear that collaboration is a key part of any hackathon. Collaboration within your team is obviously very important. You know how you're going to maintain your communications and your code. Nearly equally as important on the collaboration front during the hack phase will be with us, the challenge sponsors, the blockchain platforms that you will build upon. I must implore you to reach out early and often with your questions. Ultimately, your success relies both on your understanding of the challenge and implementing a viable solution. The Algorand Developer Relations team, and in fact the entire Algorand community of developers, will come to support you. We are an open and inviting lot of devs spanning the globe, and we want to see you succeed. So be sure to reach out and ask questions, no matter how basic it seems at first. We were all there at the beginning of our Algorand journey, and we realized that helping each other is the most effective way to grow an inclusive ecosystem of developers, creators, and users over a wide range of decentralized application use cases. All right, note it. Collaboration is imperative. Be sure to reach out, know we're here for you and your team throughout this hack. All right, so hopefully you are already well on your way to forming a team and establishing those initial collaboration channels. Thereafter, it's time to take a look at the many challenges available to hack on here at SB Hack 21. I want to draw your attention to a handful of the posted challenges to highlight how Algorand may fit into them. I'm sure you will be able to then extrapolate how Algorand is likely to integrate into, in fact, any and all of the posted challenges. The first one is the Siemens CO2 Tracking Token Challenge. This is a clever take on combining 2 blockchain use cases into a novel solution, namely tokenization and supply chain. Typically, we see blockchains used to represent value. Take, for example, the USDC stablecoin issued by Circle on the Algorand blockchain. It's a digital representation of a US dollar deposited in a traditional bank, thus facilitating USD value exchange on-chain. In the case of the Siemens challenge, they desire to represent CO2 emitted throughout a product life cycle, from raw material extraction through manufacturing and onto consumer usage. Now, it may seem odd at first why tokenizing something of negative value would be desired, but when you pair this with tokens in an economic system where others are tracking carbon capture, a market for exchange between these 2 value positions becomes available. In fact, Algorand has just such a company already launched on mainnet doing just that, climate trade. Additionally, another company built on Algorand mainnet, PlanetWatch, is using sensor data to track global air quality by writing this data into the blockchain and incentivizing sponsor operators with their tokens. I encourage you to investigate both of those companies, Climate Trade and PlanetWatch, to better understand how their implementations to use as a quick start for how your solution can be designed in a similar way to answer the Siemens challenge. The next challenge to consider implementing on Algorand is from DexGame Labs, where they ask, which blockchain platform is best for gamers? Gaming is an excellent application for a blockchain solution. Obviously, drawing on our blockchain basics knowledge, we all know that blockchains are fundamentally immutable, meaning data written cannot be altered in the future. Exactly what you need for a robust gaming platform for users. Blockchains are immutable. That is, unless there's a fork or a network reorganization. Data may be rolled back or, at minimum, delayed. This is where Algorand shines, because its pure proof-of-stake protocol is mathematically guaranteed to never fork. And in fact, since launch in 2019, the Algorand mainnet has had zero downtime and zero forks. Now, we all know gamers want speed in their gameplay. Algorand has got you covered here as well, with sub 5-second block times and instant finality. That means your game can track in-game activities like loot box unlocks, inventory updates, and match outcomes in near real time. No takebacks because it's immutable and final in just under 5 seconds, because on Algorand, everything is fast, scalable, and secure. The final challenge I'll highlight is the SEBA Bank NFT marketplace. Now, NFTs, short for non-fungible tokens, are all the rage now. I'd wager a guess the majority of you hackers out there already own at least one NFT on one of the various blockchains supporting them. NFTs represent the properties of ownership for a single digital asset. Non-fungible because each one is in some way distinct from all the others. This is in contrast to a fungible token like a cryptocurrency, where all tokens are exactly the same. All right, back to NFTs. Very often we observe an NFT as digital artwork, perhaps a small pixel art image. But NFTs can represent an audio track or an entire movie, and further, they may include the rights to their use by the current owner, along with paying royalties upon transfer of that NFT to a new user. There's lots to unpack here with NFTs, digital rights, ownership, and royalties. That's exactly what SEBA Bank are looking for in their challenge to design an NFT marketplace. Algorand is purpose-built to support NFTs, and we have outstanding developer tooling to quickly get you started generating your NFTs and then building out smart contract-based NFT marketplace. In fact, the Algorand developer portal uses, as its introductory code walkthrough, this very use case, which means you can be answering the SEBA Bank challenge as you learn to build an Algorand. Now, those are just 3 of the many challenges available to your team to build toward here at SB Hack 21. Please explore all of them. In my opinion, Algorand can easily fit into each one. So if you select a challenge that I did not highlight and you are struggling with the how to integrate, please be sure to reach us on Discord for some design and implementation pointers. That's what we're here for, to help your team succeed in this hackathon. I'm really excited to see what you will build. I certainly hope you will build it on Algorand. We're providing quite some incentives to attract your hacks. All right, that covers the first 2 tasks on your SB Hack 21 roadmap, forming your team and picking a challenge. Thereafter, it's on to designing and implementing your solution. On that front, I'd like to take some time now to show you what it looks like to build on Algorand and ensure you know where to go for your tooling and coding needs. There are two places you must become familiar with: the Algorand Developer Portal and the Algorand Discord server. First is the Dev Portal. This is a must bookmark destination as a new dev, found at developer.algorand.org. We've got the basics to get you started quickly, and we've got the details to get you through all of your development needs, nicely packaged in this award-winning site. For real, we won the Debbie Award in Blockchain from Developer Week earlier this year, and we're sure you're going to love it as well. We just finished revamping the site in coordination with our Algorand Virtual Machine 1.0 release last week. So our fresh new design is streamlined to get you building on Algorand in just a few clicks. At the upper right, be sure to create a new account. You can even use GitHub as your authentication provider. Next, from the homepage, scroll to the footer and locate the link for Discord. Be sure you connect with the Algorand developer community here. We've got channels for all your questions and active discussions throughout. You'll find channels for NFTs, smart contracts, the Algorand mobile wallet, various SDKs, and all of the ecosystem partner tools. I know SBHack21 provides a Discord server as well, and I encourage you to use that one as your primary source for all hackathon information. Algorand maintain a channel on that server as well, so we'll be connecting with you there and answering your development questions. I just want to make sure that you're aware of where you can connect with the larger Algorand developer community. We've got over 12,000 Discord members today. Let's head back to the Dev Portal homepage. You may want to start in the Blockchain's Basics section. Within the Why Algorand section, you'll find more details about the bits I mentioned earlier about our pure proof of stake protocol and some of the revolutions we've made beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ultimately, you'll want to end up at the Where Do I Start section. This aligns with our three core onboarding topics: smart contracts and dApps, tokenization, and integrations. Guess who you meet here? Our old friends, Alice and Bob. Throughout the Getting Started Guide section, Alice and Bob walk you through all the Layer 1 features of Algorand. Alice is a creator. She is determined to tokenize her artwork into NFTs and monetize them within the NFT marketplace. Bob is her friend and a smart contract developer. Together, they demonstrate all the steps needed to go from "never heard of Algorand" to "hey, sold my first NFT in a completely decentralized, public, and permissionless way." They will do all of this using code samples and playable code you can run within your browser to see it all working. For real, you don't have to set anything up. Just point your web browser to the Dev Portal. You'll be quickly sending live transactions on the Algorand testnet. After you've made it through the Getting Started section, you'll be ready to advance to the other sections for SDKs, REST APIs, and ultimately get your local development environment configured. We provide a great developer experience for testing your code on a private local network and later deploying it to testnet and ultimately onto mainnet. This tool is called Algorand Sandbox, and I highly encourage you to use this as your one-stop shop for all things Algorand infrastructure. All you need is Git and Docker Compose. Clone the repo and issue the command sandbox up. Within a handful of seconds, you will have an Algorand network running within a Docker container. The sandbox environment provides the network nodes running the AVM and consensus protocol, a few brand new accounts funded with test algos, and the APIs to interface with the blockchain. Speaking of interfacing with the blockchain running within Sandbox, you'll likely want to use one of the Algorand SDKs. We have them available in Python, JavaScript with TypeScript, Java, and Go languages. Each provides clients which you can instantiate within your source code to interact with a wallet for signing, sending those signed transactions to the blockchain, and querying blockchain data as well. Next, from the top of the homepage, let's explore the blog tab. you'll find fresh content featured here at the top, which is updated weekly. We have 3 content areas: tutorials, which are step-by-step walkthroughs on various technical topics, guiding the reader through setting something up and getting it running. Next are solutions. Here the content is focused on addressing a business use case with blockchain and provides the open source code for you to clone, learn, and iterate on it further. Last are articles, which are briefs introducing new concepts, features, and they provide a high-level overview, typically with links to a solution or an article, or perhaps our documentation so that you can learn further about those details. The blog section provides developers the practical application of the Algorand technology stack across all our tools. Be sure to use the search bar at the top to filter the topics of interest. Finally, let's navigate to the Tools tab. This is your destination when you are ready to connect with our broader ecosystem of developer tools and featured applications. This page is organized into topic areas including Algorand IDEs. We've got great developer interfaces focused on Algorand. I use VS Code, and Algorand provides an extension therein for code and syntax highlights. Next, it's Block Explorers. These public block explorers show you what's up on the Algorand networks. They default to mainnet, so make sure you switch to testnet within their UI as needed. Next are wallets. Algorand provide the official Algorand mobile wallet on both Android and iOS. And we have partners providing Chrome extensions and web wallets as well. On to API service providers. This is the quickest way to get connected to public APIs for querying blockchain data. I mentioned earlier about the 4 SDKs Algorand produce, and here we have the additional SDKs provided by our community of devs. Next is smart contract utilities and libraries. Here's where you find PyTeal and Reach. I'll cover these momentarily. Then it's on to framework components. Here's where you're going to find all the UI frameworks that we're working with. And last, we've got applications. Here are some of the featured apps, including the recently launched TinyMan DeFi dApp for pooling and swapping. For you smart contract developers out there, I want to give you a quick overview of what you can expect when writing the code. Algorand provides 3 ways to author your code. First is the Teal language, which is our stack-based programming language, and it resembles Bitcoin script in its structure. Next is PyTeal, which is a higher-level language binding that allows for Python devs to author code in a typical structured program way. Finally, there is ReachLang from our partner, Reach. They provide a smart contracting program language that is JavaScript-like in syntax to describe 2 portions of a decentralized application: the backend smart contract and the front-end user interface. Speaking of the front end, hey UI devs, we got stuff for you as well. We've got support for many of the frameworks, as I showed earlier. One I want to draw your attention to is Pipeline UI. It has React components for all of the common UI elements dApps typically require, so wiring up your user interface is greatly accelerated. Wow, there's just so much information to share with all you hackers out there. Be sure you connect with us in the dev portal and on Discord. All right, hackers, that's all for now. You've got your roadmap. Organize your team, review and select your challenge, and get started hacking. I hope I've inspired you to build on Algorand. If not, maybe the 20K in prizes we're handing out in a couple of weeks will do the trick. At any rate, everyone at Algorand is thrilled to be part of SB Hack 21, and we all wish you every success with your hack in the coming weeks. Take care, and I'll see you in Zurich at the end of the month.